When you talk about legendary motorcycles, very few names strike fear and respect in the same way as the Honda CBR 1100XX Super Blackbird. Originally unleashed in the late 90s, it wasn't just a superbike, it was a statement, a machine that became known as one of the fastest production motorcycles on Earth. It carried a reputation of sheer speed, stability, and Honda engineering precision that made it an icon of its time. And now, nearly 3 decades later, Honda has shocked the motorcycle world once again with the rebirth of this legend. Meet the 2025 Honda CBR 1300XX Super Blackbird, a motorcycle that doesn't just pay tribute to the past, but completely redefines what a hyperbike can be in the modern age. The very first thing enthusiasts want to know is, does this new Blackbird live up to its fearsome name? The answer is a resounding yes. Honda didn't just stretch the displacement and throw a bigger number on the fairing. They built this motorcycle from the ground up to combine raw power, advanced electronics, aerodynamic design, and long-distance comfort into one machine. This is not a race replica. This is a hyper-tourer that can rip the tarmac like a missile, while still being refined enough to cover hundreds of miles in a single stretch. At the heart of the 2025 Blackbird sits a brand new inline-4 1,300 cubic centimeters engine, liquid-cooled, and tuned with Honda's latest VTC-inspired technology for both low-end torque and high RPM explosiveness. Early reports and leaked dyno numbers suggest a staggering 215 horsepower, pushing it directly into the league of modern hypersport bikes like the Kawasaki H2SX and Suzuki Hayabusa. But while those machines flirt with wild aggression, Honda has engineered this Blackbird to deliver power with precision. Throttle-by-wire ensures flawless connection between wrist and rear wheel, while multiple ride modes let you choose between touring comfort, sporty excitement, or full-blown maximum performance. But horsepower is nothing without control, and Honda has loaded the new CBR 1300XX with an arsenal of electronic wizardry. A 6-axis IMU supports lean-sensitive traction control, wheelie control, cornering ABS, and selectable engine braking. Add to that a quickshifter with auto-blip for seamless upshifts and downshifts, and you have a motorcycle that feels futuristic yet natural at the same time. The Super Blackbird isn't just fast in a straight line, it's been engineered to handle with the poise and precision of a much smaller sport bike. Then there's the aerodynamics. The 2025 Blackbird takes cues from both Honda's MotoGP machines and its jet aircraft design inspiration. The fairing has been wind tunnel sculpted to slice through the air with minimal drag while maintaining stability at high speed. Integrated winglets are seamlessly blended into the bodywork, adding downforce without disrupting the sleek lines of the bike. Even the mirrors double as aerodynamic stabilizers, helping to keep the front end planted when you're pushing beyond 180 miles per hour. Yes, this motorcycle is absolutely capable of going that fast, and rumors suggest Honda has once again set its sights on being the fastest production bike in the world. The frame is a lightweight aluminum twin-spar chassis, reinforced to handle the increased engine output while still providing flexibility for comfort and control. Suspension duties are handled by fully adjustable Showa units, with electronic semi-active options available on higher trims. This allows the rider to tailor the bike's behavior instantly, whether carving through mountain twisties, blasting down an open highway, or cruising in comfort on a long trip. Brembo Stylema calipers paired with dual 330mm front discs and a single rear disc provide relentless stopping power, giving you confidence to push the limits of this beast. Honda also understood that the modern rider expects more than just raw performance. The 2025 Super Blackbird comes with a full suite of touring luxuries, including a large 7-inch TFT display with smartphone connectivity, integrated GPS navigation, Bluetooth audio, and even compatibility with Honda's voice-controlled helmet system. Cruise control comes standard, as does heated grips and optional heated seats. The fuel tank has been enlarged to ensure long-distance range, and the ergonomics have been carefully designed to offer a balance between aggressive sport posture and long-haul comfort. In other words, this isn't just a rocket ship. It's a practical rocket ship. Styling-wise, the new Blackbird is a masterpiece. It retains subtle nods to the original design, sharp dual headlights, flowing fairings, and the unmistakable Blackbird silhouette, but it's been modernized with LED lighting, sharp angular edges, and a futuristic yet elegant finish. The bike is being offered in a range of color schemes, including a stealth matte black that pays homage to the legendary Lockheed State Route 71 aircraft, which inspired the Blackbird name in the first place. It's aggressive yet classy, bold yet refined. This is a motorcycle that looks just as intimidating parked as it does flying past at triple-digit speeds. But what truly sets the 2025 Honda CBR 1300XX apart is its mission. In an era where superbikes are getting more extreme and specialized, Honda has decided to bring back the ultimate do-it-all hyperbike. A machine that can take you across the country with ease, then line up at a drag strip and humiliate almost anything next to it. It's not trying to be the lightest track machine, and it's not pretending to be a casual cruiser. It's unapologetically both a high-speed touring missile that doesn't compromise. Of course, with all this performance and technology comes a serious price tag. The base model is expected to start in the mid-$20,000 range, with premium trims pushing closer to $30,000 depending on options. That makes it one of the more expensive bikes in Honda's lineup, but considering what you're getting, many will argue it's worth every penny. The 2025 Blackbird isn't a bike for beginners, and it isn't a bike for the faint of heart. It's a flagship machine meant for riders who want the ultimate experience in speed, comfort, and prestige. Riding impressions from early test riders have been nothing short of jaw-dropping. Reports describe an engine that pulls like a freight train but does so with buttery smoothness. The handling, despite the bike's size, is described as nimble and confidence-inspiring. And the overall feel? Pure Honda refinement. This is the kind of bike that can make 200 horsepower feel civilized, until you twist the throttle and unleash the monster lurking within. In many ways, the return of the Super Blackbird feels like the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. The motorcycle world is shifting, with electric bikes on the horizon and stricter emissions pushing manufacturers to rethink design. But Honda has proven that there's still room for a combustion engine legend, one that blends heritage, technology, and pure riding passion into one unforgettable package. The question is simple: will this new Blackbird once again claim the title of the fastest production motorcycle in the world? Or has Honda built something even more important, a motorcycle that reminds us why we fell in love with riding in the first place? Either way, the 2025 Honda CBR 1300XX Super Blackbird isn't just a motorcycle. It's a symbol, a statement, and perhaps the most exciting Honda release in years. So if you're a fan of performance, history, and Honda engineering at its finest, the new Blackbird deserves your attention. It's not just a rebirth, it's a revolution.